Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I will give you some specific instruction on how to use our two products. Okay, this one is our first product CP520 and this is our two products. This is our another 5G wireless router SE06. And now I will gonna introduce you the difference of these two products. Today I will show you the first product. First, let's compare these two products. CP520 and this whole body is aluminum case, and this one SE06 is black plastic case. Okay, first let's compare these two products. Okay, look this product CP520 and its body is totally aluminum and is silver color. And look this is our SE06 is black plastic case. You can see from this video is totally different, and you can see these antennas. CP520 it has 6 antennas, and another SE06 it has 8 antennas. Why? It's different because this 4 is 5G antennas is the same, but here is Wi-Fi 6 antennas. Here it has 2 antennas, but SE06 it has 4 antennas, Wi-Fi 6 antennas. And another difference is the power. Look this, and is PoE power supply, but SE06 is DC power supply. And these two products we have different use scenarios. Wireless means transport. This one, and we can use in public place when you're camping or go outside to travel. You can use this product CP520. And when you use at home, you can choose this one. When you play the game. And these two routers all use Qualcomm chips to build high-speed networks. With two products, you can build a high-speed network when you use different signals. And you want to choose outside when you're camping or when you go outside to travel, you can choose this one, CP520. And when you use at home, you can choose this one. When you play the game or watch the video, you can use this one. Or this can bring you high-speed network experiences. Thank you. Now I will gonna teach you how to use our Wi-Fi 5G wireless router SE06. Now I need this is power line, and this is internet cable, and I will also need a SIM card. Now I will do like this here, and the internet cable. Okay, now we can go in the back end to set our router, and we need to use our SIM card. Okay, now we can come to the backend to set our router. Now I'm gonna teach you how to use the CP520, and this product is different. We can use the PoE power supply, and I will show you how to use the PoE power supply. And this is our PoE power supply line, and we plug it. Okay, it's done, and you can see these two power supply way is different, but the backend is the same. Now let's go into the backend to see how to set the 5G wireless router. Okay.
This is the front page of our entire 5G CP. This is our display gateway. This equipment model, firmware for the device, MAC LNFO, there is a current time, and the time the equipment runs. Here is the information that shows us on the link. IP address, DNS, run connection duration, connect to 5G, type, for example, is it 5G SA or a type of NSA? This network connection proves that it has been connected. Internet. Quad live download. Rate is also a rate of real-time upload. The client list displays one of the currently connected. A list of device terminals. Then we can click in and see the current terminal, name of the connected terminal. There is also the MAC address of the device, and the ID of the device. This is a front page of our entire 5G CP. This page also shows links to 5G or 4G pages. The current display is 5G. Network settings. Have wireless settings. Wireless settings can be set separately. Wireless dual-in-one. There are also some settings functions for the entire Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi channel bandwidth can be set. One of the current Wi-Fi allows. Number of connections. You can also switch a mode of Wi-Fi 6 separately. Guest network can be set up individually. A guest network with Wi-Fi for the device. A separate network to use alone. Wired settings can be carried out. A network segment for DHCP. This is an address assignment, a setting of start and end. Can also be targeted. Setting of progressive duration. The maximum is 72 hours. So the following is the LAN port. Route to native address setting for the device. The default is 100.1. Can be as needed. Set to a different address segment. IPv6 settings. This is an address setting for IPv6. If we want to get the IPv6 address, we need to turn on NAT6. You can save it. The computer can automatically get it. An address assigned by the router IPv6. Then this IPv6 one address is the one-port dial setting. DHCP also has an address from Wi-Fi 6 to Wi-Fi 4. You can also set up PPoE dialing. Can be set. Pending address of IPv6. VPN network is aimed. A feature of the VPN to set up, according to the needs of customers. One setting for different VPNs. We mainly support OutTP and PPTP WireGuard and their GRE. A software for remote access to the United States. Setup. After opening, we need put an ID of this area. Apply for an ID, fill in who to save, will generate an ID for a router. With router, we can. When you enter the background, you see the corresponding address. You can go through the current address, make that remote access to the router. Router management. Smart QoS is the word. One bandwidth of our entire router. One of the settings. For example, an uploaded bandwidth, one bandwidth to download, set according to the actual bandwidth. Then there are 4 preset modes in the following words. One is automatic game priority. There are web pages first and video first. Can be selected according to different modes. To achieve an effective intelligent flow control. Settings for DNS. This is to set up one of our dynamic domain name. It's like saying we're 3322 or no IP, or DYDNS, which is the free service. Apply for an account. Through this account, enter the binding is our IP, bind our domain name. You can pass the domain name, real-time access to one of our routers. Tier 069, this is an agreement for Tier 069. A centralized management of equipment can be carried out. The carrier needs more. Just through an agreement through 069 can be managed to a corresponding device. Is to display to some equipment related information, for example, like that model, components, and the hardware version. There are also connection duration, IP address, etc. 5G connectivity. Information can be found on this page. A signal quality of the current connection. A signal strength of the connection. You can check it out at the bottom of this page. We can look at current operators. You can set the corresponding APN. Can add APN. APN corresponding to the current SIM card operator. We can just fill it in. PIN code management. A PIN is preset for the SIM card. It is equivalent to adding a password to the SIM card. When logging in, when refreshing this page, if it is detected that the SIM card has a password, a PIN input box will pop up. Enter PIN password. Only then can the net be injected normally. In order to complete the normal networking, if the input is wrong words will lead to lock card. There's only 3-1 chance. Wrong input will cause the card to be locked. Will be lock card. There are 2 setting options and the network mode. One is the network search mode. If that I can set the current SIM card. This specifies which of the connections. For example, there is a 5G model. For G mode 5G plus for G mode. There is also an automatic mode. Then there is another network mode of 5G. We can set the connection mode of 5G. There are a total of 3. One is automatic mode. One is the NSA model. One is the SA model. Set SA in case of setting 5G mode. Current iSearch network mode. Must choose automatic or 5G, or a mode of 5G plus LTE 2.4G. Will take effect. Bandwidth lock. This can go alone to let. The router is connected to a specified frequency band. For example, you can specify that only B1 is checked. Let that router connect to B1 alone. One of the connection bands specified. Cell lock. These are 5G that can set up the current 4G. One cell lock. Let the current 5G lock to a cell above. 4G is the same. It can also be used as a 4G network. That's the setting, fixed on top of one of the cells to connect. TTL setting is to change a value sent. It is a function that needs a setting, mainly for operators in the United States. Like T-Mobile just needs a setup. The word telo can reach to be able to use the normal one. Otherwise, it may be subject to a speed limit by the operator. TTL value. It is selected according to a local equipment tab. Add command. This is a high-level debugging. Add command can be sent. Can view some status information of the module. If the IMEI number is modified, it's for that other device. Machine card binding. When changing equipment, you need to copy the IMEI number of the previous device. Just put our equipment IMEI number, become an IMEI number of a device on the previous one. In this way, a network connection can be completed, otherwise it will be locked. There are below the firewall function. The first is parental control. Can control one of the terminals to use the internet. A case of internet access, just a period of time on the internet. You can also choose. You can choose every week or every day of the week. There are also firewall settings, including forwarding. There is also a setting for the DMZ. There is also a setting for network discovery of up. The first is system maintenance. Below is a language that can set up the system. You can also set up a recovery of that system. Factory settings. You can also set several functions for a reboot of the system and a timed restart of the system. You can set the device weekly scheduled restart. The device is maintained on an extranet for a test. It's equivalent to us being able to do this through this feature. Can be set. This current rule can be set to view whether the router can connect to the internet. We can spell battle or another website. Point to start. If there are some that appear below, it's that pin information. Prove that the router is connected to the extranet. System upgrade function works like we can target the selection. Select the one to upgrade the firmware. Can be upgraded to. A software upgrade can be made to the router. You can upgrade to the latest one firmware. Select that file and click System Upgrade. During a system upgrade, it is the one that does not allow the device to lose power until the system prompts that the upgrade was successful. The last one is a username for the system. Password change can be modified. The system defaults to an initial password. Can be set to. It's some of our more advanced passwords. This is a protection against one access to the router.
Click the like and follow us.